Hello and welcome to the Roxamore Sports coverage of the 210 Speed and Agility 7-on-7 football event here at the Woodland Hills Wolvarena. And right now, we are right here in action. We are looking at Aliquippa there in the red and black, and Allderdice there in the green and black. So right now, the score is 0-0. As we started off not too far ago. Well, not too long ago, rather. So right now, things are looking good here for Aliquippa as they are just outside the end zone here going against Allderdice. It looks like it's going to be a sure thing here for Aliquippa as they have this thing in the bag. And let's see what we got. Oh, almost had it just off the tips of the finger and off to the other side. That pass is incomplete, unfortunately, there for Aliquippa. Of course, the game is young. 20 minutes for each game here for the 7-on-7. Of course, we got regular touchdowns being worth 6 points. You have a chance to get an additional 1 point if you have a successful touchdown and you run it from the 5-yard line, and a chance to get a 2-point touchdown, additional touchdown if you run it from the 10-yard line. Of course, no tackling, one-hand touch counts as a tackle. Of course, you could go for two-hand touch, why not? And let's see what we got here. That is a sure thing in the bag right there for Aliquippa as they get 6 points just like that.
Max, want to yell about the school board? That shit too long.
What's that?
That's way too long. You can't put Aliquippa clips and the older days and dragons. It's too long. You got to put either Aliquippa in the older days, or you got to put clips and dragons. You got to modify that. It's too long.
You fucking hey, you don't tell me what the fuck you doing. Most of us stay here for fucking real. Whole bunch of shit on me. I ain't see for us watching Lord Jones and shit. You supposed to start. And guess what? You ass was fucking late because you rode with L's at.
So it looks like the Aliquippa Crips are going in for that 2-point additional touchdown at the 10-yard line. Quarterback sends it in action over to number 2. He's running, but he's got a lot of opposition and no luck there. So it stands 6-0. Aliquippa in the lead. Didn't get that 2-point additional touchdown that they were looking for. However, not all hope is lost. Allderdice now taking the 40-yard line here for the offense. And of course, for those of you that don't know, Allderdice mascot being the Dragons, and Allderdice being green, Aliquippa being the Quips, being the black and red. So right now, the offense is at the 40-yard line. Things are looking spiffier for Allderdice as we are fully aware of what they're capable of. Going against the Quips, another powerhouse. Well, you better believe we got a game here, folks. So let's see what we got going on here. Allderdice assuming the positions here. Game is in action. Quarterback almost lost that ball to an interception there. Great alignment there by the opposition from Aliquippa. Let me just give credit to that gentleman right there. Number 7 from Aliquippa. Good eyes on him. He was locked onto the quarterback, knew exactly where the quarterback was going to send it at, and almost had the interception, which would have been, 3 points had he got it for Aliquippa. But nonetheless, that pass is incomplete, and the interception was incomplete as well. So right now we got Allderdice still on the 40-yard line. Here to gain some ground, surely. Playing it safe, passing it short. But that receiver, number 4 from the Dragons, nonetheless, did gain some ground there for Allderdice. A little bit of a huddle discussion there with Allderdice. Whew. And can you believe it, folks? It's June. And summer coming far too soon. Nonetheless, looking forward to a great 7-on-7. We'll be here every Tuesday and Wednesday from now till July 1st, starting at 5 p.m. and ending approximately around 8 p.m. if nothing else changes. 20 minutes for each game. Of course, sometimes there's some delays in overtimes, though they're not really very common here on the 7-on-7. So again, we want to thank you all for joining us here on the Roxamore Sports Network as we cover this action between Aliquippa and Allderdice. Allderdice at the 30-yard line. Looking like they might have a good run here, but Aliquippa's defense is holding firm, pushing that danger back, as Allderdice has yet to gain any significant ground here, but not too shabby. 10 yards have been gained thus far. Allderdice in action. Quarterback looking where to send this ball out within 4 seconds. And that pass is incomplete. A flag is thrown on the play there.
Hey, Max, I fixed it because you damn sure did. Sure. You still had older days dragons in there. I fixed it. I just fixed it. So what? You just want quips and dragons. You can't have older days. It's too long for the scoreboard box.
Gotcha.
Like it'll fit on there, but when you look at it on here, like it's just like it's all over the place.
Allderdice in action. Quarterback sends it straight and gets some ground on that play there at the 20-yard line. Mighty fine job. Allderdice has a shot here to get this into the end zone and tie up the game, potentially, as it is 6-0. Aliquippa in the lead. No. No. Allderdice, quarterback, sends it straight and mighty powerful pass there. Was looking so juicy, oozy, but nothing came of that play as it went right over his hands and into the end zone with no player holding that ball. So that pass is, lo and behold, incomplete. Score remains 6-0. Aliquippa in the lead. Also want to do a shout out to PA Today. Head over to their Twitter page as they do up close, beautiful interception there. Aliquippa number 6. My eyes playing tricks on me. What am I looking at here? What am I looking at here? I believe that's number 6 from, no, number 8 from Aliquippa with that interception, bringing Aliquippa up to 9. From 6 to 9, as interceptions are worth 3 points. So the potential was taken away there from Allderdice and given over to Aliquippa. But absolutely a phenomenal job there by number 8 from Aliquippa. Right on the money. But again, just a shout out to PA Today. Check out their Twitter page. They do a fantastic job interviewing some of these athletes on the field here on the 7-on-7. Aliquippa sends it straight and after another great start here. Yet to be taken down, and oh man, that was almost comedic in a way. Just nobody was touching him. That guy was hot, and nobody wanted to put their hands on him. Well done there, number 1, Aliquippa.
Max, click on that game clock. Click on show game clock. It should be blue. And the play clock. Make sure it's off. So make sure it's not like lit up blue.
Okay. How do I turn it off? Just hit go?
Just click where it says show. Make sure it's not blue. It should be black. There you go. And it caught it. that a touchdown?
Yeah. All right, so we got a touchdown there by Aliquippa yet again. And man, oh man, is that a gap right there? 15-0. Aliquippa in the lead, of course. Allderdice having a rough time here. And be with my classic commentators, Jinx. As I said, they were all a powerhouse going against a powerhouse. However, Allderdice, not all hope is lost. The game is still in action. Allderdice has a chance here to tie up the game. It's a little bit of a rusty start. Shake off some of that rust, and you can see what Allderdice is capable of. Right now, just a little bit of a rough play here. Aliquippa going in for that 1 point additional attempt here at the 5-yard line. And we are in action. Quarterback sends it over to number 12. And number 12 takes it to the end zone. Getting that additional 1 point in there.
Faith, can she hear me? Regine, come in,
All right, so that is the end of that play there. Allderdice back in action at the 40-yard line. And right now, they got quite a hill to climb up. Not impossible, though. Not impossible. We've seen Allderdice play before. They're able to really just get that gap closed a lot of times, often more than not. However, right now, that option might be questionable going against Aliquippa, a powerhouse team. Of course, Allderdice is a phenomenal team in itself, so this should be an interesting play here. And from what we saw with Allderdice, they were playing it safe. They were going with the short-hand passes before. I'm not sure if they're going to be reading from the same script in this play or if they're going to go for much deeper passes. We know the quarterback certainly is capable of doing that. And it looks like he's going in with the longer pass on that one. That pass is incomplete. As the ball made it past the 30-yard line. Would have gained Allderdice some ground. Much needed ground there. As time is money. And we only have a limited amount of time here in these games. So Allderdice still at the 40-yard line. Aliquippa, as before, holding firm thus far. Allderdice in action here, looking good. Sends it deep off to number 7. Taken out by the defense, but nonetheless gets some much-needed ground here for Allderdice. And again, it is worth noting the grit and determination from these athletes is truly remarkable. Of course, this is a skirmish. Official season just around the corner. Hard to believe it's almost here. And of course, you don't want to hear that just yet, especially if you just finished up school. I know Woodland Hills school days are pretty much finished, if not completely finished. But nonetheless, well done there. Allderdice gets its first touchdown, number 4 from Allderdice. Looking stylish. As the spotlight is upon him and the quarterback in that play. They're going in for that 2-point attempt at the 10-yard line. Trying to get up to 8 under 15, or 8 under 16 rather. And set the game in a half. It's a risky play, but a doable one. And well worth it. But nonetheless, good. That pass had a lot of potential there. It was off to number 11, but the defense held him up from being right where that ball was sent off to, or intended to be sent off to. See what the quarterback was going for. And would otherwise be a good pass. Unfortunately for Allderdice, it just was not enough. Looks like I stand corrected. Maybe Allderdice didn't get that point at all, actually. So that pass was actually incomplete and almost had it, almost had it. Oh, no, I had it correct. Okay, never mind. So the touchdown did count. Score is 6-16. Aliquippa in the lead here. Some minor correction there. Just a minor correction. Allderdice was just 1 touchdown, 6 points under 16, 10 points to go to tie up this game. Of course, interceptions being worth 3 points. If they get that interception, get a touchdown, going for that additional touchdown from the 10-yard line, succeed, well, things will be looking groovy there for Allderdice. Right now, things are looking good here for Aliquippa as they are at the 40-yard line. 10 points ahead. And they send it mighty fine deep. Oh! Can you believe it? That is a touchdown there for the Aliquippa Quips. 22-6. Woo-wee. That is the money shot right there from the quarterback and receiver. That was fabulous work there. Just right off the bat, time is money, and he wasted no time with that play. It looks like Aliquippa is going here at the 10-yard line for the 2-point attempt. So Aliquippa is awfully bright here in this play as they have the chance here to get this game up to 24-6 rather. And what do we got? Oh, a flag on the play there. Of course, this is a limited contact event going on right now for the 7-on-7. One-hand touch. No tackling. Of course, Force Habit can have some of these athletes think otherwise. Understandably so. So Aliquippa has a chance here to get that additional 2 points. And quarterback in action here. He sends it off to number 13, and it counts. That is that 2 additional points that they were looking for, sending them 24-6. So we're talking about a 18-point difference here now. Allderdice has a shot at putting a dent on the scoreboard here at the 40-yard line. And again, it cannot be stated enough. Great performance here by these athletes from Allderdice and Aliquippa, as well as other schools here for the 7-on-7. Of course, the 7-on-7 is a skirmish of sorts, but gives you a little bit of taste of what's to come around the official season as we approach August. And as mentioned, of course, y'all don't want to hear that because you just finished up school, understandably so. And others have yet to enjoy the summer. So we wish you a safe and very fruitful summer. Look at that, number 2 from Allderdice, looking groovy as he took that ball and ran far with it. But again, wishing you guys a safe summer and a fruitful one at that. And if you're playing football or any other sport, a productive one. So right now we are at the 15-yard line. Allderdice, good on that play. Has a chance at redemption here. And if they play their cards right, of course we are approaching the end of this game as it is now 6:20 p.m. We'll be heading off into our next game. Unfortunately for today, we do not have a schedule, so we're not exactly sure who's going to play against who here on Field 1. But stay tuned and we'll let you know. Right now, I'm not exactly sure how many schools are here. It looks like we got Penn Hills here. Potentially Franklin Regional, or if that might be South Allegheny, I could be looking at. USO is here. And that game is finished between Aliquippa and Allderdice. Oh, and Clarion's here. Nonetheless, great game. We finish at 24. Aliquippa quips over the Dragons. 6 points. Great play there. Of course, don't be discouraged. Got more games up ahead, Allderdice. You did a great job. So we'll be heading off into our next game. As mentioned, we do not have a schedule, unfortunately, so we're not exactly sure who's coming up. But nonetheless, stay tuned. We'll be right back here after these messages.